Okay, so let's look at how to deal if your opponent has put you in single leg X from standing. So let's just say we're here. There's a sit back, he puts me in single leg X. He's made that wedge. Obviously, off balance one was he wanted my foot, and then he turns his hips to take me down. Now he can finish the Achilles. So obviously the first thing I'm thinking about is as he reaches for my foot, I'm in base. So I've got to keep this foot away from him. So we have a couple of options from here. One, I can start to peel this foot off my hip. I'm going to drop my knee into his gut, and then I'm going to whack step. From there, we're into the spin around arm transitions to the saddle. My shin comes across, and as I step my foot in, I'm back into combat base. And from there we can go down whatever route you want to go down. Let's just do it from this side of this. So, in single leg X, Lewis has got me in single leg X. He wants that ankle, base is everything. Take that foot away from him. I'm going to use my elbow to smear this. As I get it removed from my hip, my knee comes in his belly. Now this hook that's in, I'm just going to back step. And now from there my shin swims across the hip. Now I just step back into combat base again. Take him back. And I have him in the saddle. Option 2 from single leg X. He looks for the ankle again. Let me just keep my base. This time possibly, if the foot's more on this side, I can just stuff this and drop into the mount. The problem is Lewis is still holding on to my leg here, so he can't get both knees down. Easiest way to deal with it is give him something to think about and bug the neck. So I'm just gonna, it's hard for him to defend the neck when he's holding on to your legs. I just find this and start to lean. When that hand comes up to defend the neck, I put my knee in the mat. Do that again. So from single leg X, especially if it's on this far leg and he's making that wedge, sometimes they just don't pay attention to the knee line. So I can just shelf it forward and drop my weight onto him here. Once I get this knee on the mat and he's hanging onto this leg, just start to bug the neck. And eventually he lets go and into the mount. One more option from single leg X. Okay, so from here, sometimes it's difficult to remove this. You get people that are really adamant and clamping down and making that wedge that we talked about, connecting on week 1, connecting his heel to his knee, and you just can't pull it across. So I'm going to pull it the other way. I know this is reaping the leg, but it's going to clear my knee line. So once I pull it across this way, I'm going to drop my knee. Okay. Looks as if I'm in a bad position here, but I've freed my knee line. It's different if my knee was above his hip. And now I can just back step. And what's going to happen is I'm back in quarter guard again. Lewis has my knees free, but my foot isn't. So I'm just going to lock the triangle from there. Find the bottom leg, and then I roll away from him towards his legs to get his back off the mat. The second I get his back off the mat, I'm just leg pressing, and now I'm going to fill this space. So I come underneath, and I'm on the back. Again, let's get another angle on that. So here down there this. And single leg X. First option is obviously to remove this, back step, and then I'm going to switch to combat base. Second option, from here, especially if I feel the knee line's not in front of my knee, I'm just moving this forward. As I move it forward, I'm dropping in the mount. He still has this leg. Bug the neck, and then the mount. And And the last one, if you're struggling to remove, they've really made a wedge here and they're connecting the heel to here. Rather than trying to pull it across, pull it the other way. The main thing is I have to free my knee line. I can't turn and keep my knee above level with Lewis's hips or I'm in deep trouble. So as I turn it, my goal is to get my knee on the mat. From there, this is not a good position, back exposure and stuff, so immediately I'm back stepping. Unfortunately, Lewis has still got control of my foot, so I'm just going to lock a triangle, rolling back attack. Find the bottom leg, roll away from it, get his back off the mat, and then I fill that space. I'm not going to go into detail on that either, because there is a vid on it somewhere on the channel.